Last year my rent was $925. I just opened up this letter and it says your new rent amount is $2,300.
It ain't no way that renting an apartment is this expensive now. Like, what's really going on, bruh?
My current rent is $3,050.
Welcome to Real Talk, a channel dedicated to capturing the raw, unfiltered perspectives from everyday people. No commentary, no interruptions, just real people sharing their frustrations and opinion about the economy. My goal is simple: provide a space where you can hear authentic rants, opinions, and stories from all walks of life. So make sure to like and subscribe and enjoy the rest of the video.
How is America continuing to build all these ridiculous ass apartment complexes, but charging almost $3,000 for one bedroom? And who in the hell are affording to move into these ridiculously high, overpriced, expensive apartments? The national average salary is like $55,000, something like that. I'm not the best at math, but 56,000 divided by 12 is like $4,600 a month. That's like 75% of your check gone if you're paying $3,000 a month for an apartment. Not to mention you got food, you got electricity bill, you got car payment, car insurance, gas. You like to go shopping, get new clothes. God forbid you need a haircut every 2 weeks or you got to get your hair done. And God forbid you have fucking kids' mouths to feed. That's even double. The average income earner cannot afford these overpriced ass apartments. So who the fuck are they building these apartment complexes for? And what makes it even more hilarious, every single fucking year, these greedy ass landlords continue to increase the rent. So pretty soon, if you haven't already, we're going to be seeing $4,000, $5,000 a month apartment complex prices. And my question is, why do they keep getting away with this? How, as we as a people have not gone up there with pitchforks, knives, and any type of weapon that we can find to put an end to this madness? We are literally allowing them to run our pockets fucking dry. What happened to America? We used to protest way back then. The minute taxes went over 2%. Now, we are getting taxed damn near half, if not more than half our fucking money. Rent is out of control. Housing prices are out of control. Mortgage is out of control. Every single bill known to man is completely out of fucking control. And all we do is we go on TikTok, we bitch moan, we complain, and then the next day we get up, we go to work, and we pay that overpriced ass rent. Why, as we as a people have not done anything about this? Because we have not revolted. Us not revolting means that these landlords will continue to increase the rent every single year. Us not revolting means that these developers will continue to buy up a whole bunch of land, knock down these trees, and build overpriced ass apartment complex on top of apartment complex on top of apartment complex. Us not revolting will lead to housing prices continuing to skyrocket, mortgage rates continuing to skyrocket, and everything else known to man to live continuing to skyrocket. As much as this problem is corporate greed, another half of this problem is us not fucking revolting and taking a stand against these corrupt, greedy motherfuckers. We, as a people, have allowed them to get away with so much shit, they have become borderline unstoppable. And it's sad to say, but I think there's no coming back from this.
It ain't no way that renting an apartment is this expensive now. Like, what's really going on, bruh? Like, the market for apartments is crazy. Not even just apartments, like houses, all that. It's like the norm is like $2,500. Like, what's really going on? How do y'all expect people to get through the week? Just like, I don't get it. Like, bro, I feel bad if you ain't working right now or something. Like, it is crazy. Like, and then it be the apartments that don't even be nothing special about it. It ain't them high-rise apartments. It's the simple one bathroom, 2 bedrooms, living room, and that's it. Like, at the end of the day, bruh, the something gotta shake. A reality check has to come in play. Like, I don't know what's been going on these last couple of years, but I don't like it. Like, bro, you can't even tell nobody, like, yeah, I'm gonna move out and I get 18 to get a man. That's damn near throwing them to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? Like, how motherfuckers be like, your parents be like, hey, you gotta move out when you get 18. I wish motherfucker would tell me if I was 18 right now, move out. You gotta let me get some time to understand what's going on. Like, these apartments are so expensive. And that ain't even groceries, cleaning products, clothes. Like, to the new generation, life is life. And you remember that teachers always like, yeah, once you graduate, you're gonna see how life is. No, life is really life. And I'm telling you, life is real.
Guys, I was drinking the Kool-Aid, the Florida Kool-Aid, where I was like, oh my God, everything has to be so expensive. And like, you can't get a 1-bedroom apartment for under $2,500. I am no longer drinking the Kool-Aid. My current rent is $3,050. Now, yes, I have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. But moving forward, I'm going to be moving north. Kiki, enough with that noise. Kiki, I really can't hear that anymore. Stop. You do not need to scrape your litter box. Anyway, my new rent is going to be somewhere in the $1,900 to $2,100 range because this is getting out of control. I mean, imagine what I can do with an extra $1,000 a month. The opportunities are endless.
I'm just gonna have to live above my means because all the affordable apartments are on some bullshit. Tell me why I go to tour a 2-bedroom that is connected to a house, so you have to go up some stairs and it's like the second part of a house, but you're closed off from the first house that's in the front, if that makes sense. I go there, go to tour. First of all, no parking. You gotta park on the street. I'm not a big fan of that. But okay, this man came out here to show me this place. I'm going to respect his time. I'm going to tour the place. But at that point, I already was like, hell no. We're going up the steps to get to this apartment. Bees. A buzz, bitch. Bees everywhere. Dead, alive, flying, kicking on the ground. Like, bees everywhere. We go upstairs. The place was nice. I'll give them that. The place was nice. But it had a window AC unit and it was hot. It was hot as hell in there. So I'm like, okay, thank you for your time. Like, I'm gonna reach in with my imaginary roommate and see how they feel about this. Knowing damn well I ain't talking to nobody. So I leave. And then I realize that there's a car parked in front of me. A white car with red paint on the back. Like somebody hit this car and their paint rubbed off on the car. I look behind me. I see a red car with white paint on it. I said, bitch, they in this neighborhood playing bumper cars. No, I'm not parking my car on the street out here. Are you crazy? Then like a week ago, I found a space for like $1,075. Perfect for me. Perfect space, perfect condo. They wanted $3,000 to move in. $3,000. I'm not giving you $3,000 up front. Do I have the money? Yes. Would it be smart for me to just give you $3,000 up front? Like, no! Why would I do that? And still have to pay rent at my current place until it's time for me to move into that place. No. No, ma'am. And then the places I find online in my budget got rats and roaches, like with picture evidence. The reviews, the mold, all of that, it's there. I'm not going to tour that. I'm not even going to waste my time and put my foot on the grass. Fuck no.
So I've been apartment hunting and I think I'm pretty close to locking one down, fingers crossed. But maybe it's because I lived in the Midwest before California. But what happened to the price of rent? What's going on there? Because I remember when like $1,000 or $1,500 would get you a whole house. That's what we were trying to do. And even that used to be kind of tough at times. But now it doesn't even get you all the appliances. And they really try to dress this up. They're like, oh, it's the price with the washer dryer, and it also comes with a microwave. A microwave. Your selling point is the microwave. And then they'll go like, oh, you know, we don't charge you if you want to have a view or if you want to be on this thing. I was like, congratulations, that's everybody's standard. But when did it become that you are charging people an arm and a leg, a deposit, an application fee, and all the doodads, and your selling point is like, we give you a microwave? Keep in mind, I'm not even going to get a refrigerator for the price that I'm paying at, but I'm not about to go pay more money for less space, slightly less, in like a more inconvenient area and all that other stuff. But I need to know what's going on because this cannot be real. If you decide that your method of profit is charging people housing, you make that your responsibility. You have to create the space for people to live, because that's how you've decided you want to make your money. Telling me like, oh, I'm charging this really low price, but or this really high price, but don't worry, I gave you a microwave and refrigerator. Yes, because that's the standard of living. You've decided that's how you want to make your money, by charging what people need to live. So you need to accurately price that. I don't know why I'm expected to look at that like you're doing me a favor, because I'm also doing you a favor. This is ridiculous. Who's in charge? We need to talk.
Also, I just paid my rent, so don't say shit to me. $1,468. How much is y'all rent? Make me feel better. If your rent cheaper than mine, don't you fucking comment. Don't even respond.
So I just saw someone talking about how much rent has increased in the past few years. Let me tell you something absolutely ridiculous. So we have lived in the same apartment for 9 years now. When we moved in 9 years ago, our rent was $550 a month. Now, in 2024, after yearly increases every single year, we pay $1,200 a month. $1,200. And guess how many updates we've gotten in this apartment? I'll wait. None. Same carpets, same appliances, same cabinets, same everything. Now the new apartments, well, the up and coming renting ones, those get upgrades. Those get all new flooring, paint, cabinets, carpet, everything. But they won't do anything for us unless we move out. But, they would let us move into a renovated apartment, but we have to pay like $200 to do that. Plus move all our stuff. Like, I don't understand. Make it make sense.
Have landlords lost their minds? My roommate moved out a few months ago, so I currently live in a 2-bed, 2-bath by myself. And the price that I am paying for rent for a 2-bed, 2-bath with 2 parking spaces is the same amount of money I would be paying for a studio in Los Angeles, California. I feel like our whole perspective is warped because I hear people talking about, oh, I found a studio for $2,000. What a good deal. I just can't even process what is happening with rent costs in LA and also around the whole country. How is anybody affording rent? How?
Here's how that works. It costs money to move. Right now, my rent is $859. A week ago, I got served with notice that my rent was going up by over $300 a month. Now, I have 60 days to agree to that or not, which means I have to move out in 60 days. So in that 60 days, I will have to come up with first month's rent, last month's rent, continue to pay rent here, and money for a moving truck. I am effectively trapped. So I can either pay that extra $300 a month, or I can be homeless, because there's very few places to go right now because of the housing crisis. And in order to move, I may have to actually pay even more rent. Now, I do have some options that most people don't have, and I'm probably going to be fine, and I will be able to go month to month until August, when I should be able to move. But many people do not.
Yo, what in the actual fuck is going on out here in Cali, man? Last year, my rent was $925. I just opened up this letter, and it says your new rent amount is $2,300 starting on the 1st. No upgrades, no renovations. They didn't even add a fucking washer and a dryer. This is crazy, man. I mean, is everybody else dealing with this? Or am I the only one getting screwed here?